stay in line, but your eyes see right through.
What's up, Jaywalkers? We're back with another reaction, and we're going to be watching Season 3, Episode 12 of Glee. Last episode was solid, with many great Michael Jackson performances. Santana and Sebastian had one of the greatest ones of all time. I loved everything about that one. Sam and Mercedes had a really great one as well, and we love everything about them. Rachel, she finally does get the letter, and she is a finalist. She didn't think she would be, as it took very long for her letter to come in. You know, Kurt, he's already a finalist. Everything's going well for him. So Rachel eventually says yes to Finn's proposal. And now we got this, and now we're in a tough spot. But shout out to Rachel and Finn's duet last episode as well. I think it was really good. Finn was sounding incredible all throughout that last episode. But now, this poor heart might get broken. It might get bad. We shall see. But episode 12, we're ready for it. Full reactions will be over on my Patreon page. Link to that will be in the description box of every video over here on YouTube. If you want to check that out, feel free to hit the link and do so. That being said, we're jumping into it. Let's go.
Looks on my students' faces that I really stepped in.
Should've.
My yearly rendition of I'm ashamed. To be a teacher is to offer students a gateway to the future, and I blew it. William. What do you mean you received complaints? Who complained?
I can't.
Everybody?
What I can tell you that your teaching teacher, Mrs. Hartwell, has been forced into retirement due to some memory problems.
And that's how Germany won the Second World War.
Those are more than just memory problems, right there.
Open tenure position here at McKinley.
Oh, Principal Figgins. Emma and I just got engaged. We'll be starting a family soon. I need that.
Frank, you have a public relations problem. If you want the tenure, you've got to turn it around in the class.
Oh, okay. How do I do that?
You're a Spanish teacher. Maybe you should try learning Spanish.
That is a starting point, yeah.
Spanish has so many different ways to say to be, but right now what I need to do is to learn how to say, stop using my toilet to my mate.
I was hoping you could tell me what the word gordita.
The U.S. Census believes that by 2030, the majority of Americans will use Spanish as their first language. You're not
I really
learning
wish I
the
knew
language.
Spanish.
¿Usted acepta plan médico? Para limpiarme los dientes? Very good. Thank you so much.
It's the worst one there.
Cut. There's a hiring freeze. Ahora, no entiendo. Tú eres maestro de español, pero estás tomando una clase de español?
You know, could you maybe say that a little slower? I think your accent's
We're all
throwing me
fucking
off.
puzzled.
Where are you from?
Ohio. Actually, the beginning of my career changed. For the last 6 years, I was a tooth model. It's like a hand model, but with your teeth.
Man, your teeth are
They got the
really
right
white.
person for it.
That sounds like a great gig. Why'd you stop?
Well, one day I realized I was spending so much time flossing. I was missing my life. I want to make a difference that lasts longer than a grin. You know, it takes in information like a new language or a math equation much more quickly and retains it better when that information is delivered through music.
Well, there's a lot of duende involved too.
You know what I would do if those kids singing in Spanish and they'll be learning the language without even realizing it.
If I could have some of my
Right.
kids speaking Spanish by that's teacher of the year stuff.
Twice a day. You boys stain your mother's. Head on down to the clinic and put your virile teen years to good use. You'll have $5 more than when you walked in. And
No,
the gratitude of lonely ovaries
That
everywhere.
right there is
But
teacher of
not
the
you.
year stuff.
The quality of men holding Dixie cups down at the sperm bank this morning. 0 viable options. Looked like the cast from Ice Road Truckers.
Serious?
Yes, William. I've decided to have a child.
That's the last thing we need.
Strong mothering instinct. I had it with my sister. I have it with Becky Jackson. I like to think I play a parenting role in her life. My eggs frozen in the late 70s.
They didn't even have that technology in the late 70s.
I know. I did it myself. Good people at Kroger have been keeping a box of my championship ova,
Good people
cooling in
at
the
Kroger.
rebox and opening up at our school, and I'm a shoo-in.
Wait. What makes you so sure you're the one who's gonna get tenure?
Seniority, William. I'm first in line. Find bald infants terrifying. I'm going to need a few ounces of your baby gravy to ensure Sue Sylvester Jr. is born with a full head of hair. Who's complaining about my teaching style?
I can't tell you that, sir.
Everybody!
Talented and enchanting Olympian Roz Washington, coach of the McKinley synchronized swimming team. Roz,
Listen to this woman give me notes about my Cheerios.
because she just didn't win nationals last year, so
Cheerleaders doing broke-ass moves from the 1950s. Why don't you just admit that you're past your competitive edge, Sue Sylvester, and let this young bronze medal winner add some curve to the badonka.
It's a win-win for us.
Where do you think you'll be in the year 2030?
Broadway. Twinsies.
Walking, in jail, or dead, or both. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you're gonna need to be able to changing. Our culture is changing, and that needs to be reflected in here. So for our next assignment, we're only doing songs written or performed by someone Latin or of Latin descent, or performed bilingually.
I'm bilingual. Mr. Shu, though, I love that we're finally getting...
Cynthia, because it's long overdue. The truth is, I love all things Latin. People...
You don't know any Latin people.
Hola, Will. Disculpa la tardanza, pero es que me estaba lavando los dientes con
He's spending all his time getting those teeth right. Getting it.
aquí con ustedes. It's a pleasure.
David here is one of my many Latin friends,
What
and
a-
he's interested in
your
starting
only
his own
friend.
night school Glee club after hours. So I invited him to come watch us get our duende with duende, which yes, literally means dwarf, but metaphorically it means to have Spanish soul, to be filled with Spanish passion.
What are you doing?
Songs sung in Spanish must have duende, or else.
Would you mind showing
Show us how it's done, dude. I'm
Be
ready.
my guest.
Smile while you're doing it.
The girls be looking like a libertad. You see the gang of the key walking on the street and look at that body. Girl, look at that body. Girl, look at
This dude needs to take over Will's freaking Spanish teaching job, this job, any job Will gets.
this is what I see.
He needs to be in line to take it.
I'm sexy like no way. At the beach, I'm in the G-straw trying to tan my cheeks. This is that body. Girl, look at that body. I work out one little eye hands and I need a great show. Wiggle, 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 yeah. Wiggle, 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 yeah. Look at that body. Girl, look at that body. I'm sexy like no way.
Don't we know it? Alright.
Los Bueno, Los
I like
Bueno.
that. I like that. The song is annoying as shit. In my
Sam and
opinion.
I used to date.
But that's how it's done.
Really weird about it. Just trying to figure out a way to work this out without
Great
any
about
feelings
it.
getting hurt.
So great.
Actually, you're in luck because I just got my new series of pamphlets back. So you're a two-timing hoe,
So you're dating a two-time and hoe.
right? They get your attention, don't they? I mean, I'm trying to listen to my heart, and it's like I can't hear what it's trying to tell me.
I hear it loud and clear.
If you
You know what
really
it's
wanna
saying?
listen, then you need to stop talking. I'm serious. You know, there's a Sam just tweeted that I smell good.
Oh, it's not till it's trending.
This is my point. I think that you and Sam should spend a week
I mean,
not
I'll
speaking to
start
each other.
tweeting
No
it
emails,
too.
no texts.
Let's get it trending. Alright, Sue. The talents no longer needed.
Feeling that those Cheerios, like my morning dance moves, a little bit better than the most stale white bread routines you've been making them do.
No, Roz.
Maternity leave? Are you pulling my leg?
No, I am not. I am getting pregnant, and then I am having a baby.
What holds a vagina? So you can't have to our grandchild. You gonna get in them stirrups, and you gonna push, and a full-grown adult gonna pop out with a briefcase and a job, talking on a cell phone. And by the way, I told the little Dickens it's gonna give it to me.
He wouldn't.
Oh, he
He might.
You see, a long
Don't
time
consider
ago,
it.
won this bronze damn Olympic medal in Beijing, China. I had noodles with the president and a threesome with Michael Phelps. What you need to do is wake up and smell the
I'm sorry.
menopause.
You can't compete with none of that.
To do start praying that you give birth to a child that likes to eat sand, because that's all that's coming out those old wrinkly boobs.
Oh!
No ass supposed to choose between the juiced up wolf and the depressed vampire. She's into both of them. Oh, come on, Mercedes, she just knows. What if they both make her feel amazing in different ways?
Hard no.
You're spending time with me while Blaine recovers, but why are you being so weird and serious? Our periods don't come until the end of the month.
What the hell is that?
It's an engagement ring.
Shut up!
Finn proposed.
Ask that
What
again.
did you say?
What the hell is that?
Rachel, have you
What
lost
is
your
that?
damn mind?
I know that I'm going to be with Finn for the rest of my life just as much as I know that I'm going to be a huge star one day. So you promise not to tell anyone?
Okay, I'm going home right now to yell at Finn because this is insane.
That is not fair, Kurt. I mean, what would you do if
It is
Blaine
insane.
proposed
It's
to you
pretty
today?
insane.
So will you please keep my secret?
Times it's hard to make face the truth, and I know. Open your eyes, see who I am, and not
Star
who you want
in
to
love.
see.
Tweet about it. So in love. Oh my god. Oh shit. Alright, Sam. All day, every day. Happy crying.
That was some really serious
Like that.
footwork.
Mexican fad, Senor Martinez is like the best Spanish teacher ever. I can't wait to see your performance, Mr. Shu.
My performance?
Yeah, to defend your Spanish teacher honor. I'm sure you have something.
I take it Will told you.
Yes. Will tells me everything. Tell me why, Will. You hate him. You've made that very clear.
Well, in case you haven't noticed, Dina, I have a little bit of mean streaking with a palpable sense of wild, irrational rage.
Go on.
And I don't ever want my kid to feel that. And every time I've insulted Will or tried to stop him in his always risen up and met me with kindness. If goodness and optimism are somehow genetic, that's what I want for my child.
Didn't expect Sue to get into it like that.
It's worth I think you should have a child.
Oh.
I think it'd be really good for you.
Yeah, there's a train station right next to the campus, right into Manhattan. I think they have a football team. I think they all have musical theater programs, too.
That's sweet, dude. But, college isn't for everyone.
Neither is marriage. Something you have to keep from everyone you love might not be the best idea in the first place.
Don't get down on me about this, dude. Rachel's like the only good thing I've got going in my life right now.
No, she isn't, Finn. Look, I get you've had a rough year with finding out who your dad really is and losing the scholarship. But you're a star, Finn.
Well, the proof's in the pudding. Okay, my pudding pretty much sucks.
Look, I'm not telling you that you shouldn't marry Rachel.
Oh, pudding's
I'd
good.
marry her.
That's not true at all.
One
I'm just
day.
trying to hype Finn up.
But I don't want you
That's
just to
bad
turn yourself
pudding.
into nothing.
Not you. Not Rachel.
That's the point, Finn. There are plenty of us. Trust me. But one thing that Glee
seen
clubs
it.
and theater programs don't have is the hot, straight football player who can sing and sort of dance. You're unique. Your time isn't up, Finn. It's just beginning.
Such great words from fucking Kurt.
Thanks. Margin of the line when you started messing with Sue Sylvester's family.
What are you talking about? What
You
family?
lodged a complaint about my teaching tactics with Principal Figgins, possibly derailing my bid for tenure.
A baby? With whose vagina?
Hey, what is going on here?
Coach Sylvester is accusing me of something I didn't do.
Weekend. I know you did this.
Sue, enough.
No one messes
Enough
with
is
my
never
family.
enough. Sue.
No one. Oh, and you can rest your fetid woolly head, William. I don't need your baby spunk anymore. Got myself another donor, and a much better one.
Ooh, it's Macho de Will Schuster. But I really need to translate this song for my big number tomorrow. It's my last chance to wow the kids with my Espanol. By the end of the week, I need every single one of those kids begging Figgins to give me that tenure spot. Do you realize how important this tenure is for us? If we want to start a family, it means we will always be able to feed our kids.
You know what? I'm sorry. I just wanted to show you my new pamphlets. I'm really proud of them.
They're silly.
I freaking love them, Emma.
I'm sorry, I love you, but do you really think the kids take them seriously?
A little provocative if you want to get teenagers' attention. They're conversation starters. You're being really mean.
You got a pamphlet for that?
Already better than you, Will.
I dreamt of San Pedro. On the island breeze, all the nature wild and free. The samba played, the sun would set so high. Fell in love with San Pedro.
Mr. Shoes, what's with the shiny coat of Spanish matador?
Not be serious. But this right here, the dancing, the music, everything, great.
Love's a girl, nature wild and free. This is where I long to be. The sun will set so high, ring through my ears and sting.
It's visually stunning as well. Everything about that. Incredible.
Confused about your participation here.
Caliente, soy caliente. And hey, wasn't that number fantastic and truly
Fuck off, Will.
Themselves, so. Buenas noches. Muchas gracias.
Well, Mr. Shoe, the floor is all
Great.
yours.
Great. Oh my god.
Less conversation, a little more action, please. A little less fight, a little more spark. Close your mouth and open up your heart and baby satisfy me. Sabe bien, pero me satisface a mí. A little more bite, a little more spark.
Oh.
Grab your coat and let's start walking. A little more bite, a little less spark. A little less fight, a little more spark. Shut your mouth and open up your sesión y más acción, por favor. Hey! Muchas gracias.
Playing Principal Figgins about me.
Yeah, and I do it all over again after that performance.
You're messing with adult things here, Santana. This is my job. This is my life.
This is my education.
Okay, but they all loved my performance.
Because they don't know any better. It's your fault. You're their teacher. You went from La Cucaracha to a bullfighting mariachi. Why don't you just dress up as the Taco Bell Chihuahua and bark the theme song to Dora the Explorer? Stereotypes that you're perpetuating.
That's not fair.
Isn't it? What did you want to be when you grew up? I mean, why did you become a Spanish teacher, Mr.
It
Shoe?
was the only teaching position open at the time.
Point made.
I want to remind you of something that an amazing teacher once taught me. Without passion, you can't succeed.
Taught you that?
You did. And you do. When you teach Glee.
Taint misbehaving.
Mm-hmm. It's all about the importance of thoroughly washing your jockstrap. Hey, bub, MRSA bacteria infection is no laughing matter.
Good job,
No
Emma.
matter. Nobody cared until Emma found a way to get through to him. Come on, guys! Don't amputate it!
I stopped washing down there because it seemed kind of gay. I thought that's what the hair was for. Catching the dirt.
Told that to my cooter. Not only did he order 10,000 copies for Ohio State, he got every team in the Big Ten to order copies too.
Emma killing it.
You proud of her, Will?
Yes. Absolutely.
Genius!
And thanks to you, Claudia knows now to go before she comes to work.
Now, finally,
Still.
work hard, you take care of your kids. We're very lucky to have you, man.
They deserve better. They deserve you.
Oh, so when do I start?
How about Monday?
Is that for me a job?
Let's
Teaching?
go.
During the day?
I hope you're not a vampire.
Actually. Oh shit. It's a crazy plot.
We're immigrants, and they had to lie about their citizenship to go to high school. And now I'm teaching it. There's the American dream, right? So much.
Thank you.
So wait a minute, who ended up getting the tenure position?
This is about the complaint you lodged against me with Principal Figgins. I already know.
You do, Coach?
Yeah, written in crayon. I knew it was either you or Brittany, and you're the better speller.
Coach, I'm sorry. Just look out for the team.
Did you mean what you wrote? Motherhood doth give me perspective. Oh, Becky, I'm reminded of all my passions. Winning my girls, destroying my enemies. Motherhood's not going to change that. If anything, it makes me want them far more to make the tough calls.
Coach, you gotta be a great mom.
There you are, baby. You ready? For lunch. We're going on campus, right? Hey, Sam.
No!
What's all this?
A freaking apology.
So you are a jerk to your fiance. Congratulations, I love you. These are wonderful.
So do I call you professor or madam or what? I'm not sure the protocol here.
No, it's just Tenure. You can call me Emma. Or Sweetheart. Or Cutie Pie. Or Dollface. Or Professor Dollface. I like Professor Dollface.
Here, eat some chicken. And look back on everything you've done to get to this moment. And everything I'm going to do from this moment on.
Alright. Alright, Emma. Let's go. There we have it, guys. Season 3, episode 12 of Glee. What an episode. Not the greatest one by any means, but we did enjoy some things about it, especially our new Spanish teacher. Thank God. I enjoyed everything we got from him. I think he was definitely a standout. His performances we got, starting it off with Sexy and I Know It. In my opinion, not the greatest song, but we had a lot of fun with it, and I enjoyed the performance we got of it. His performance, too, with Santana was incredible. The dancing blew me away. The freaking visuals blew me away. Their looks, the freaking vocals, everything about it was damn good, and probably my favorite one of the episode. Also really enjoying his scene too at the end with Will, where Will informs him that the job is his, and how he freaking started talking about how his parents were immigrants and they had to lie just to be able to go to high school, and now he'll be teaching it. So a really wholesome moment there. And I think with all that, we'll give David Martinez our MVP for this episode. Just enjoyed all of his moments. Will gave me a headache this episode, but I enjoyed his moment at the end with Emma. Emma, of course, gets the tenure position. We're happy for her. Kudos to Emma. Her and her freaking pamphlets were something else, but we loved them. And yeah, I enjoyed the moment at the end, but Will, all throughout the episode. It was a rough one for him, for sure. His performances weren't the greatest. And we had Santana go off on him. And another standout moment of mine for this episode, Santana just freaking puts him on the spot and really says, why did you take this position in the first place? You're not qualified. Why? Will, only job open. Santana drop the mic. Boom! And then of course that leading to Will's scene with David, but yeah, that was a standout scene for sure. Santana going off. But we also had Sue wanting to become a mother, freezing her eggs in the 70s, I think she said, but everything with that was a mess. Wanting Will's baby gravy at first. That's horrible to say, but I did really enjoy the moment towards the end with her and Becky. I also enjoyed the performance from Mercedes to Sam. She sounded freaking wonderful. Sam's was pretty fun as well. And we freaking just still love them to death. Heartbroken over their moment towards the end. But hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to this one. We love our new Spanish teacher. We'll leave it with that. Thank you guys for watching. We're out.